Longtime fans may recall I did 3 collaborations on the now basically dead YouTube channel Teletran 3. The first of which was with Diansis/Silverbolt on animated deluxe class Soundwave. Despite having technically covered that mold before as a result, this will be a full review of the redeco Electrostatic Soundwave, the animated figure you all wanted me to review first back in 2023. Still working on those. The alternate mode is a Scion XB-esque hatchback. Next to alternators/Spinaltech skids, it has the same basic shape, being an all-around boxy vehicle, albeit with more squat windows compared to the real deal. Where animated shines is all the little details that gives its character designs their own flavour and personality. In reference to his G1 namesake's alternate mode, the grille is styled after cassette player buttons, while the door decals resemble cassette spools, as do the circles in back, possibly. While we're here, playing up the sound and music theme is a moulded but sadly unpainted graphic equalizer. The colour scheme homages G1 Soundwave's upgraded form from the Headmaster's cartoon, Sound Blaster. Sort of a charcoal grey, a brighter grey with a lilac hue to it, black, gold, and what really pops, and puts this above the first animated Soundwave for me, the red highlights and windows. Don't ask what these markings are. At least they're different from those featured on the original deco. I find these sharper, dynamic decals fit the darker, more sinister colour scheme better. There are indentations on the doors and roof, which tie into his one accessory, but we'll put that on pause. Of note with this redeco at the time was that, because of an assembly error, the thighs couldn't completely straighten out. Fresh from the package, these black pieces within the lower legs were on the wrong sides. Assuming you didn't get a fixed second-hand copy already, unscrew here, disassemble the lower legs, and swap the pieces over. The robot mode is a stockier, more stylized take on the G1 Soundwave design. In particular, the trim waist and thighs, with the broad chest, bulky arms, and boxy shoulders and lower legs. The head still has the crest, mouthplate, and visor, but the first two are more narrow, while the visor comes off as flashy rockstar shades. The way the rear wheels fold into the shoulders resemble built-in speakers. And who can forget the iconic cassette door chest? It can't eject anything, but thanks to the transformation, it hinges open like it could. Instead, you have graphic equalizer details sculpted within. His articulation consists of a ball-jointed head, shoulders that swivel vertically, though don't hinge out very much, double-jointed elbows, hinged at one end, ball-jointed at the other. There's actually a swivel within the forearm, but it's hard to utilize without popping the elbow off. A swivel mid-torso, ball-jointed hips and knees, and an ankle tilt, believe it or not. Hell, the transformation swivel within each lower leg allows for an even wider stance. Lastly, the unified fingers are hinged, which, intentional or not, come in pretty handy for... Instead of a Laserbeak recolor, this Soundwave comes with Ratbat, a new mold that turns into a guitar. Guess what that's a blend of? The deco is a complete departure from his namesake, and perfectly color coordinates with this version of Soundwave. You get a properly sculpted keyboard, various controls, and yet another graphic equalizer on the neck. Just don't look at him from one side. Soundwave can just about hold the guitar by plugging what I assume is the volume dial into a port in the forearm. Ratbat's transformation is arguably more dynamic than Laserbeak's in how he accordions out. The shape of the guitar body lends itself perfectly to sizable bat wings. Downside? Ratbat barely has a body to speak of. You have the giant head, with feet not too far below it. Weird. At least his head and wings have some articulation. Using the pegs in his feet, Ratbat can clip or perch on Soundwave in specific locations. In the end, Laserbeak has a cleaner alt mode and better proportioned beast mode, but Ratbat's transformation is so much cooler. Soundwave superior? Compared to the first release of this mold, I'd say this redeco is. Whichever version you get, this is a fun reinvention of a G1 namesake, right down to its reinterpretation of the character's defining gimmick. There are animated figures that are better articulated and or more impressively engineered, like Lockdown, Shockwave, Leader-class Bulkhead, and Ultra Magnus. But otherwise, this toy rocks.